As I was growing older, I had noticed the gap in my teeth, which I wasn't born with, but I had noticed that the gap was increasing.
Are you having issues with biting? You okay with the way teeth are?
And so I felt that by the time I would get into my 80s or 90s, I would have a really huge gap. And this was beginning to affect my self-confidence, my smile, my speech. So I was like, wow, I will not be looking good. My grandchildren will be looking at me and talking about this old woman with a big gap and teeth that are protruding outside. They were going to get to a point where I couldn't even properly close my mouth, or if I smiled, it looked awkward. My name is Dorothy Nyong'o. I'm the County First Lady of Kisumu. I'm also the Managing Trustee of Africa Cancer Foundation since 2011. I've had experience with dentists since I was very young, because at some point in my life I used to eat lots of sweets and chocolates. So my teeth started having fillings as a teenager, and I can tell you that going to the dentist has always been the most dreadful thing in my life. I came across Invisalign some years ago, and I decided that that is what I wanted to fix the gap in my teeth. So when I found Invisalign in the US, I realized I couldn't do it there because it needed close monitoring, frequent visits to the dentist to adjust things. So I kept looking in Kenya to see whether this service would be provided here. So one time I was looking and I met Dr. Wanjiru Stula, and we hit it off like a house on fire when she explained what would need to be done, what the options were. I thought that was really just what I wanted.
We see each aligner moving the teeth. So every time you came, if you were on number 8, I checked. Is what I am seeing on this simulation the same thing what I'm seeing in my mouth?
The best part about working with Dr. Wanjiru Stula has been how clear she is in explaining everything that I'm going to experience. She's been very gentle, very patient, and so it has changed my mind completely about the previous experiences that I had with dentists.
So that too, because it has no other one, it's biting on at the bottom, it may move. However, if you wear the Riviera's long term every night, it will never move. Okay. So either Riviera's long term or get an implant at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
My advice to anyone my age or younger, who would, or even older, who is considering doing something about their teeth and sitting on the fence, doubting themselves, my advice would be, do it for yourself. Give yourself that gift. It's really worth it. It has restored me how I feel about how I look, and it's restored my self-confidence and my smile.